Hi, what do you do if your computer suddenly stops working? Do you smack it? Hit it? No. Call the IT guy. But what do you do if you can't understand your friendly neighborhood IT guy? Well, I'm Stephen Millard, and I'm going to talk to you today about why it's so important to be able to communicate with your IT professionals. So, say you have a computer system and it gives you error messages, or you're not sure how to operate a program. Well, instead of just trying to try this and try that, you could always call your IT professionals for help. But what do you do if you're not sure what they're trying to tell you or understand what they're saying to you? Well, the best way to get around this is to enact training on how to communicate with each other. Because if you can't communicate, you can't get anything done. On the IT side, it's always better to train them to be able to speak in terms or even a language that the person who's receiving the help can understand. If they use technical jargon or words that the customer or end user may not be able to understand, they won't be able to get through and they won't really be able to solve the problem. Also, on the other hand, with the end user, if we can train them to be able to understand basics, what a computer system is, how it works to a very basic level, they will be able to intake and understand information from IT professionals in a much easier way. These are a couple of ways that we can work together in a more efficient pattern. Another way you can help communicating with someone is to never rush the information you're trying to give them. Don't just immediately spat out all that needs to be told in a short amount of time. This, especially for someone who's not sure what they're doing, will irritate them or make them stressed. It is best to speak in an even tone and allow them to absorb the information slowly and understand what they're working with. While communication is a very key component, it is also good, depending on where you work, to build relationships with your customers or your end users. When you build a relationship with someone, you begin to recognize how they work or what they're doing. So if you are recognized, like say someone knows Anne, well, Anne always does this to her computer. So when she calls you for help, you know immediately, well, Anne probably did this. So you can work together very well because you know who she is. This, and coupled with a bunch of other things, will allow you to work together in a much more efficient fashion. This is why I believe that communication is extremely important in the IT field, and being able to communicate with each other will always be important. I'm Stephen Millard, and thank you for watching my video.